Pure and loved. By definition, Karina means pure and loved. An interesting fact about me is that I always like to Google things and find everything has a meaning. So I'm always doing research, getting information on names, even though I have no kids, but I want to know a lot of information. A characteristic about me is that I'm always smiling. People are always pointing that out, and they love that I'm always smiling. It helps them feel comfortable around me. It makes them feel like they can talk to me and they can find a friend in me. I want to major in education with an emphasis in special education because when I was in my preteens, I fell in love with church and I decided to do a lot of volunteer work. I became a youth leader and later on became a certified catechist, which just means that I help children achieve their first communion and I help them, lead them to their faith. That's when I really learned that I had a passion to speak in front of people and to teach them things that they didn't know before. Something about me is that when I was 12 years old, I ran myself over with the motorcycle. I tried to go up a ramp, but I guess I didn't go fast enough, so I slid back and then the motorcycle went reverse and ran me over. And I got so angry that I left it there, and I was a block away from my home, and I limped back home and I left the motorcycle there. I wanted nothing to do with it. A quote is something that my mom told me, and it was, "Enséñame tus amigos y yo te diré quién eres," which means, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. That's something that's always stuck to me because I've always wanted to be a good person, especially being involved with the church. You want to be somebody's role model. And so I never really fit in with the people, the cool kids at the parties that like to drink and smoke. I'm not that type of person, and so I always try to hang out with people that like to volunteer, that like to make a positive contribution to our community. And so I've always just hung out with people that I wanted to be, or just not hung out with anybody, sometimes just family, because I want to be able to contribute positive energy to the world. And that's all.